The British Grand Prix is obviously the home of motorsport worldwide. Silverstone, for me, is the biggest event we go to, I think we ever have been to. The British support is something different. I think even when you arrive there on a Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon, seeing everybody camping, the atmosphere is electric. And after having taken part in my first Grand Prix last year, it was probably the best thing I've ever saw. Silverstone itself is a great high-speed nature of a track. It really, shows what a Formula One car and its potential, the aerodynamic downforce, and really how these cars work. And I think everybody arrives there a little bit nervous because if your car is hooked up to the lap, you'll get a lot of performance. Equally, it's very difficult to achieve that. And if you have a bad car, you'll pay the big price of it and have a difficult weekend ahead of you. The new generation of Silverstone, the revamp, the new pits complex, everything each year we go back is getting better. I think the track has changed for the best to create opportunities to overtake, especially with the introduction of the new rules in DRS that we've had from 2011. I think what we saw was very limited last year because of the weather conditions, but hopefully we'll get a nice straightforward race and you can really see the benefits and why they've changed it and put all the resource into building the Grand Prix ahead of what should be a multi-year deal to bring Formula One to the British fans and equally enjoy the whole experience as a Formula One driver. The British crowd, I think each year we go back we get record-breaking attendances. This year the attendance level has been raised by I think 10%. It's an electric experience. The drivers' parade last year was sending shivers through me. Every part of grass you could see really was just people deep and by their numbers, and that continued right through to the concert. Although I didn't have a great race last year, it was all looking very well after a tremendous qualifying, 6 on the grid. It was still a truly remembering experience, and equally at the after parties and everything, people really get a good day out ahead of the British Grand Prix. Silverstone track, I think the best complex you go to is Copse, Maggots, Beckett's. You just do not brake, you use the downforce and you really use the car. The direction change is key, and equally when you're on a quality lap with very low fuel, there's nothing that you experience like that on the Formula One calendar, and it really is a very, very tight track at that point as well, which leads on to quite a long straight, which, not being too greedy on the entry, gives you a lot of lap time on the exit, but equally you have to gain the lap time on the entry to make sure it's fast overall.